Being there, staying put in your country to practice, you are heroes. And I want you to see yourself. What are the ways heroes you can give back to yourself and feel fulfilled? Mosquitoes and rats. I hate it with a passion.
Because when the sun shines, we shine together. Told you I'll be here for.
Hello, beautiful people. Welcome back to Nursing with Eunice. In Nursing with Eunice today, we will be talking about having plans or making plans to migrate from where you are to another country, seeking greener pastures, seeking a better life. There are some things we need to consider. I've come to notice that a lot of people, be it they being nurses, they not being nurses, whatever profession they are, currently are in a state of despair. They are agitated, they are tense, they are not happy about their current state because to them, they believe they are not living the best life they want to live. One thing about success in life is that realizing where you are and knowing where you want to be is a big step. So they're realizing that, oh, my current situation, I don't like it, I really want to improve it, is a good thing. But decisions, plans takes time to actualize in it. So before that time where you achieve your goal, your current state, how should you be? How are you going to manage your current situation pending when you achieve your goal of migrating, if that is your goal? I've got some proven tips for you. A lot of complaints that I've come across is nurses in developing countries earn far less than what they want, and the cost of living is really on the high rise, and the cost of also tending if they have families to care for, it's unmatched, and this tends to leave them debilitated and unhappy. Now, let me direct this statement to nurses, my colleagues living in developing countries. There is one beautiful thing you are doing. You are impacting lives. You are saving lives. What you are doing is what those abroad as well as doing, saving lives. I want you to look deep within what you do and find joy in what you do and tell yourself, well done. Imagine if everybody lived their country. Who will be the nurses to care for them? You being there, staying put in your country to practice, you are heroes. And I want you to see yourself as heroes. Heroes that you are really shows that you've taken out your time to give to humanity. But even when you are giving to humanity, you also want to give to yourself, don't you? Now, what are the ways you can give back to yourself and feel fulfilled in the little space that you are in? One of the points is this: you want to be joyful. Maintain your joy at all time. Do not engage in self-pity that, oh, look at me, look at my colleagues, they are all there enjoying themselves. Oh, why is my life like this? When am I going to achieve this? No, don't do that. Whatever situation you have right now, you've got food on your table, yes? You've got a roof over your head, yes? Sometimes maybe power failure and all of that. And what I dread most that actually motivated me into migrating was mosquitoes and rats. I hate it with a passion. Yes, we might have that to deal with. I remember when I was in my country, when I'm sleeping, I cannot sleep without using the mosquito nets. And imagine that makes me feel like I'm encapsulated, sleeping inside the mosquito net. Oh my God. I didn't like that. And that really was the fuel to my drive. But would you be sad when you are in that situation? Some people can't even afford a mosquito net in the first place. So the very fact that you are in Nigeria or wherever country you are and you are practicing, you are working, you are able to feed yourself, please maintain your joy. That goal you have, you will achieve it. It may take some time, but you will get there. Point number one, remember, is being joyful. Point number two is appreciate the token you have. Whatever salary you are having right now, imagine if it was not there. Appreciate it. Diversify locally. Are there other businesses you could also do to add to what you are doing currently and increase your revenue? That would be nice if you can. And also another point is we want to reduce your expenses. Your expenses should be within what you earn. Try not to spend more than what you earn. And however little what you earn is, can you try to map out something to save? At least try to save at least 10%. If you can't save 10%, save 5% of what you earn each month. Before you touch your salary, save that. Because if you are planning for the future, you need the savings. You need a savings. You cannot just rely on, oh, someone is going to borrow me the money. No, you need to have your own capital as well. So you may think, "Ah, how much is my salary? My salary is just 100,000 naira. By the time I remove 10,000, when is it going to complete 1 million? Save something. There are a lot of business opportunities that come that you would have done if you had some savings. But because you just overlook savings, you'd be like, oh, if only I had 500,000 naira and I would have done this business. It would have generated this. You may not know what you want to use the money for, but cultivate the habit of saving. Just save and you will thank me later. Point number 3 is reduce your debt. A lot of people have this habit of, I have a stable income, my salary is coming, and they go into debt. They're like, okay, let me borrow money. Let me just buy this. Let me just buy that. Oh, I need to buy this latest iPhone. Thank God my salary is coming. Within 2 months, I'll pay back. So you think the person loaning you the money is doing you a favor, but actually you are eating into your future because the future is already taken by the debt you have incurred. So if it is possible for you to save towards what you want to do, better for you. Try to reduce that urge to go into debt because debt, though it helps, but if not carefully planned, could lead to more problems and reduce your joy in what you do. Imagine how depleted you will feel. You're going to take care of a patient knowing that you have a backlog of debt to pay, knowing that your next paycheck is already taken. Once your paycheck comes, you're going to pay some debt and there will be nothing left for you. Knowing that your next house rent, you're not sure you're going to get it. What is the joy? You may even be doing some procedures and in your mind, you'll be absent-minded because the problems are just too much. Try to reduce the problems you create by yourself by reducing the urge to go into debt. I hope that makes sense. And the next point is try to be truthful and try to be trustworthy. Whatever situation you are right now, a lot of people have resorted to lying. They give an elated image of themselves. They make people believe that they are what they are not. They claim they have what they don't have. Be yourself, be original. Do not try to impress anyone because no one actually sees you except you. So be self-actualized, be yourself, be content with what you have, and then you will see how far you'll go. Not only will you be happy within yourself, but you will be surprised at how people will trust you. You will have a 1 million naira project, 5 million naira project, and you will see people who are willing to stick out their neck to loan you the money. And you'll be like, I just gave a phone call and they are already telling me, when do I need the money? They want to loan me. Do you know why they want to loan you the money? Because they know you are truthful. They know you will not take a loan that you cannot pay back. And they know if you have promised them, I'm giving you this money in 1 year, I'm giving you this money in 6 months, they know you'll pay before then because they know your word means a lot to you. Be that kind of a person. Be truthful. Be factual. And that is, I would say, is a gold mine. In fact, it's a reserve. It's a foreign reserve. You never know how much that trustworthiness can give to you. I'm telling you from personal experience. I've had situations where I had to call somebody for help and the person is just telling me, please send your account number. I was like, wait, I've not even told you what I want to use the money for. Don't worry about that. And the person sent me the money. But unknown to the person, I told the person I'm going to pay the person the money on maybe, did I say in 4 weeks time? I know this money will be paid in 2 weeks time. And when the money actually came, I just transferred the money. The person was like, wow, you paid even before you. And the person was, the next time I'm calling the person for any help, the person will be like, don't worry, I will just transfer to your account. But the principle is, I don't want to borrow. I don't want to borrow. So when you have that principle, you will really have the need to go into debt. And if you are going into debt, it will be what? It will be really, really urgent need. And you being a principled person and a truthful person will not go into a debt that you know you cannot pay. Because that will go against your principle. You'll become a liar. Because when the time comes for you to pay, you can't pay, you become a liar. And that adds to your stress. It takes a peaceful mind to achieve success. It takes a peaceful mind to achieve your dreams. If you've got dreams of, oh, I want to resign from this job, I want to go onto this job, these are the things it takes for me to do this, I want to move from this country to that country, you need a relaxed and peaceful mind to actualize your dreams. Debt will not give you that peaceful mind. Problems here and there, lies will not give you. So be truthful. It is a very important quality to have. Do not be pressured into telling lies. Do not try to impress people. Just be yourself. And you will see that at the end of the day, it really pays. It does pay. The last, final and last point is know your situation. Do not try to like put yourself in other people's shoes. Are you a family person? Are you married? Are you a family man? Are you a family woman? How many children have you got? How many X number of children have you got? Do you have dependents? Do you have an aged parents whom you are looking after? In your family line, are you the only one fending for the whole family? Or are you just the last born who is not married, who is single? What is your situation like? That tells a lot. Understand your situation and tell her why I'm emphasizing on this. Understanding your situation is this. Imagine you are a mother of 4 children and you are planning, maybe you are not a nurse, maybe you want to be a care worker, and you are planning on migrating maybe to the UK to be a care worker. And your plan is that I will go on to be a care worker, and being a care worker, I have told the job I have to be there 2 weeks, I have to work, 2 weeks I will be off. And that way, I will not be able to bring my family now. I'll leave them in my country for X number of years. I was told it takes 5 years to get the citizenship. So as soon as it is 5 years, I will get the citizenship and then I'll bring my family. You have 4 children. And what are the age of these children? Definitely they are below 18. This is the time the children needs you. Would you go in for that? Would you accept the job and migrate and leave the children behind? Do you know that the children themselves are part of your self-fulfillment? When you leave them, what will become of them? Who are going to train them in the values they should have? When you as the father or you as the mother, you are not there with them. Think deeply about the situation and say, is it really worth it? Or do I try to see other means that I can use to migrate along with my children? If I cannot, can I be self-actualized in my country? What are the resources I have here that I can use to be self-actualized and then to bring up quality children that will better themselves in the future? You don't want to be abroad and hear that one of your child is now a drug dealer or is now a prostitute, does not respect the elderly, is just wayward. It will give you heartache. And whatever you think you have achieved abroad will make no sense at that time. So this is where your situation comes in. Unlike when you are a single person without a husband, without children, you could migrate anywhere. You could stay for the X number of years, live a good life, and achieve your dreams. And this will also tell you how you need to like weigh things before you make decisions. If you know you want to travel abroad, maybe to be a healthcare worker, to be a nurse, and you are not married currently, or you don't have, or you're married without children, do you want to start having children after you have migrated to make the process easy? Or do you want to have children now? What are your plans? You have to see the future. You have to know what you want. That is the only way you will be self-actualized and happy. Because problem, like they said, wahala no dey finish, problem no dey finish. But when you plan diligently, purposefully, you reduce the number of heartaches that you have. Thank you for staying up to this point. I hope these tips help. Think deeply about these tips. Replay this video if you have to. Analyze your peculiar situation and make the best decision there is. One of the ways you can support this channel for what we do is by subscribing to the channel and ensuring that you watch all the videos to the end. Thank you for staying up to this point. I'll see you in my next video. Bye-bye.